Hello, Fire Feathered. Gotta do the stretches before you get out there killing shit. Ah. It's funny seeing a third of the channels I follow play this. Yeah. Well, you know, you gotta, I love a good bandwagon. That's where the band is. If you want to hear the band, you jump on the wagon. I played a fair amount of the first Path of Exile. Right when it came out, and then not for like 10 years, and then a couple times just in the past couple years. I picked it back up and tried out leagues. Of the ones currently streaming, it's 3 out of 4. Yeah, I got back into Path of Exile after many years because my friend Carl plays it a lot. And so I had we never actually played together, like we didn't party up, but we would do some of the same leagues in parallel and like, help each other with trades and things, and he could help me with builds. Because he's a lot better at the game than I am. Oh yeah, I checked before I went live to see if the servers seemed to be working, and at the moment they seem to be. I didn't hit a queue or anything, so I'm optimistic that there won't be any issues playing this today. But, we can go ahead and see for sure.
Criminals! Your sentence is to be hanged from the neck until dead. Let your souls feed the first ones, and your bodies feed the land.
This is a fun conceit for character selection, I think. Duckman! I appreciate it, man. 10 tier 1 subs, thank you. And congratulations to Wolf Maxing, a Ziggy Soul, needs more clickbait. Nomad Nias. Cartesian Helicopter, good name. Matt 1238, Fire Feathered, Stop Timu's Crime, Jigyu, and Talentless Drifter. Nothing's ever been able to scratch your Diablo 2 itch, but you do like, yeah, Path of Exile 2, or Path of Exile 1, if I've got my chronology correct, came out a little bit after Diablo 3, and it was like, oh, so this is Diablo 3, but if it were made for people who liked Diablo 2. And I didn't play it a ton back in the day, but I had a good time with it. Something about the lighting in this scene seems a little jank right now. You see there's that line of white light that keeps appearing and disappearing on the back, and the chain is clearly moving at like a high FPS, but it feels like the lighting is only updating at like 10 FPS or something, just from how it's flickering. I don't know. It's not a big deal. It just looks a little weird now that I'm hanging on this screen for a while. Let's pick a guy. I think Carl is doing Sorceress, which doesn't really have any bearing on me, but I kind of feel slightly like I want to play a different one than what he is playing.
Your very own coven cast you out for your forbidden pursuits. Your twisted necromancy ends here, at the end of a noose. Speak your last. Ranger, an outcast, lurking among the shadows of the trees like an animal. You murdered one of my soldiers in the name of a filthy thief. Your guilt is clear. Plead for mercy, if you must.
So we can go... We've got 2 flavors of magic user. We've got elemental, kill, fire, lightning shit. Necromancer equivalent. Got large man who hit thing. Bow spec guy, but I think he's like half strength, half dex. Monk, which is the other flavor of mostly melee. I'm kind of thinking I might go ranger. This guy sounds kind of angry, yeah. He shout all time. And we're not doing any extra bullshit. Oh, okay, they've got little ability previews. That's nice.
Your guilt is clear. Plead for mercy if you must.
I think, yeah, you know what? We're gonna try ranger to start with. And we're just gonna be Arambo. The riverbank. UI is, yeah, the other ones all die. It's funny. It's like a really time compressed version of the opening of Dragon Age Origins, where all the origin characters' stories happen, but only one of them gets saved. In this case, just only one of them, the rope snaps. The riverbank, where you put your water money, indeed. I don't really want to be in global chat. Yeah, I don't want any of that. Okay. So, yeah, so you can WASD now. I guess I'm gonna try this, because it looks like this game's a little more built around the idea that you're gonna be moving and using skills or shooting simultaneously. Okay, so if I'm on WASD, left click just does my basic attack. Gotcha. And it looks like the default keybinds, since W is part of the movement scheme, Q, E, R, T, F. Okay. Ooh, a hype chest. I don't know what that... Yeah, I got an emote. I can get an emote on my own channel, apparently. Okay, WASD to move. Find our way to safety. Okay, so we can put the mini-map there or leave it in the corner. I'm gonna have it here by default.
You're alive.
Wounded man, what you got to say?
Soul. The miller went off to warn Clearfell about a strange sickness plaguing our men. I was fixing to go after him, till that bloody thing got to me first. Now, all those who drowned in the flooding, suddenly they ain't so dead no more. I would appreciate it if you could...
Oh, shit! Oh, fuck!
Reach Clearfell. Find the miller.
I'll take this crude bow.
This is like no sickness I've ever seen. Let's track down this miller.
I don't know why you said Miller like it was in quotes. Alright, I did it. I killed the enemy. I hope you all enjoyed Path of Exile 2. I think this game's got a lot to offer.
Return to the earth.
Look at all these enemies. This game's got at least 5. Oh yeah, I should actually get used to the idea that I can move while shooting. Quite in contrast to previous entries. Previous entry, singular, but in general, quite in contrast to Diablo-likes. My impression is that they designed the control scheme in this game more explicitly for controller, and so they took some inspiration from, like, run-and-gun type games. I'm gonna start with mouse and keyboard, but I'm open to the idea that I might play this with controller if I find it comfortable. Depending on how many different, like, ability bindings I need. If I can comfortably fit them all on a controller. I mean, I might be able to fit more on a controller than I can on a keyboard. I'm pretty bad at, hitting the right keys on a keyboard beyond a certain point. More damage on the bow. A single gold. Oh, good. I don't have to click on that shit. It just vacuums into me when I walk over it. I imagine before long, an enemy's gonna drop a skill gem. So that they can... Oh, okay. Whoa. Oh, it's loading. Oh, okay, okay. I see, I see. 1 gold. You're rich. What do you think you could get in real life for a gold? Like, if you just found a small, let's say, quarter size... Ah! Ranged enemies. But I'm the oh, God! I took 1 hit, and that was more than half my life. Ow. Jesus. Anyway, if you had a single, like, roughly quarter-sized piece of pure gold, what do you think realistically you could get for it in street trade IRL? Lightning arrow, okay. 40% of damage is lightning damage. Cannot chain, I don't know what that means. Beam targeting radius is 2.4 meters. Oh, okay. On hitting an enemy or wall, the arrow will fire chain lightning. Okay, okay. So when it hits near an enemy, it'll shoot. Okay, neat. Dink. And we're gonna make that our, I guess for now we'll just make it our right click. We got a checkpoint. Oh. Okay. I have to use it before they'll let me continue. Checkpoint, interesting. I assume a respawn location, given that I haven't reached town yet. Or maybe all areas have them, and now they're just a regular part of gameplay is respawning on map instead of back at town every time. I don't know. I should take a quick look. What's my mana regenerate? Not bad, not bad.
And survive.
I got a skill point. Okay. Let's take a look. Oh, baby. Here it is. Passive Tree 2.0. Oh, the majesty. You'll love to see it. For those who aren't familiar with Path of Exile 1, this is pretty much what made that game famous / infamous. That if you remember the sphere grid from FF10, Path of Exile has that, but on steroids. And so which of these nodes you start at is determined by your class, but the whole tree is interconnected, and you can go wherever you want for acquiring skills and bonuses here. So you're not really locked to anything based on what you start with. Okay, so... And I have not looked at this in advance. Not that it would have helped me that much. I was not what you'd call good at making builds in the first game. So I'm playing this blind, and I'm not going to look up anything else, any extra information, because you only get one chance to play a game blind, right? So I want to get that experience, and I expect I will reach a point in the game where I'm finding that I'm, like, dying too easily or not doing enough damage because my build is not good. And maybe at that point I'll seek out more information, but for now we're just gonna kind of do whatever. Oh boy, so I can go wherever I want. I can be whatever I want. Every node gives you plus 1% damage against trees and small mammals. The skill tree, honestly, is pretty good at not... You know, you look at this and you're like, oh, this looks like a nightmare. I bet every one of these is like, plus 1% to something that doesn't fucking matter, because that tends to be the case in games where you're making lots of small decisions about your character, that they're all kind of low impact. But no, honestly, the nodes are quite satisfactory, like 10% increased damage. Now, all of these stack additively, so you're not multiplying it by 110% every time. You get, you know, a total of plus 10%, plus 20%, plus 30%. But they are all significant, even these minor nodes, and then the bigger nodes do more stuff. These are notable passives, and then way out somewhere in no man's land, you have the keystone passives that just totally change something fundamental about how your character works. These are like for building around. So like this is, you have 1 max life, but you become immune to the only type of damage that bypasses your energy shield, which is your regenerating buffer. So that, you know, that's something you build around your whole character. Or this changes how all the charges work. Is that a skill tree? Yes. It's more of a skill spider web, but yes. Let's, to start with, let's just go damage. Cause damage will be faster than things that just make me die less. Oh. Movement with no movement speed bonuses. A little on the slow side, but you have to have a reasonable baseline or else everyone's zipping around at 50 miles an hour all the time. Oh, another checkpoint. That means that's the way forward. So let's go everywhere else first.
Fury!
Ooh, Scroll of Wisdom. That's your identify scrolls for us Diablo likers. I'm not really sure why I'm like, oh, that's the way forward. I should go everywhere else first. It's not really that kind of game where you need to explore everywhere. For the most part, you're better off just moving on as quickly as possible so you can keep fighting higher level enemies because it's more efficient for leveling up. But, you know, it's the first day. Where, you know, let's take a look around. Let's breathe in the scenery, you know? We don't gotta rush. It's not like there's any particular reward for getting to endgame as fast as possible on an early access build, you know? Can you pet the dog in this game? Highly unlikely. Ooh. Energy shield. Don't mind if I denergy shield. And because I had none before, this effectively just like gave me plus 50% life. What if there's a hidden star? You're right. See? See? Acetol knows. I got the very important scroll. I did get a piece of body armor, which when you're upgrading from none is actually quite significant. And there will probably be a boss at the end of this area. I mean, not a challenging one, because, you know, it's the tutorial area, but even so. Oh.
Fury!
The bloated Miller! Oh, shit! He runny at me. Press spacebar to avoid the attack. Oh, okay. I have a dodge roll. Very interesting. So they're also taking some design cues from that type of game as well. Is that an area of attack hit around him? No. Okay. Oh. Okay, so he flashes red before he does his big smack'em. Summoning some guys. Okay, fun tutorial boss. Nice, very, very gentle introduction to those mechanics. And I got a twig circlet and a shabby hood. Let's see which of these is better. Evasion rating and intelligence, mana and item rarity. We'll go this. 10% item rarity is generally not really gonna matter. And since I'm gonna be progressing through the campaign. I'm gonna be upgrading my items very frequently anyway. Here we go. First town. Rogue encampment. Loot Golain. It's thinking. There we go.
This place reeks of desperation. Best be careful who I
Getting
trust.
some, whoa, well, I don't think I'm supposed to see, okay, there. It was still thinking about what the ground should look like there. FPS is, not doing great in this area, getting some sort of, not exactly stuttering, but it's a little like, that guy's already got jetpacks somehow.
Skilled with the violence, if what you did out there in the riverbanks is any sign. Another refugee from the Count's justice, I take it. But have no fear. This place is something of a hideaway for many of us now, and we could sorely use your skills in these dark times. I'll smith for you what I can, if you're willing to bend your violence toward our defense.
Uncut skill gem.
There's a beast of particular dark power stalking us out in the ferry. It moves unseen under the dirt and attacks without warning. We can't leave the walls to find food, and I've been unable to corner and slay the beast myself. Now, if you could channel your violence against this devourer, as Finn calls it, we'd be indebted to you.
Slay the devourer. Now,
Tools of the forge turned tools of war. These are dangerous times.
this is new in this game. You make your own skill gems. The evil government took our game quality, traveler. Please help us. So, we've got lightning arrow already. This seems pretty useful to have leap backwards. Where, if I recall correctly, by default, it shows you, like, normal skills for the kind of weapon you're using, but you can just do whatever you want. You can just be like, yeah, man, give me a fucking witch spell, give me flame wall, because anyone can use any skill. But you know, we'll keep it classic for now. We'll get the authentic ranger experience. This leap backwards and chill enemies where I was sounds pretty good. And again, I have not,
Use escape shot to jump backwards and shoot an explosion of ice. Poison burst arrow explodes to cover enemies in poison. You can only have one stack of poison on each enemy, so there is no reason to hit enemies multiple times with this skill, except to refresh the timer.
and then what do you-
Lightning rods stick into the ground after impact. Any chaining lightning skill, such as lightning arrow, can hit these rods and cause them to explode again.
Oh, okay. So we have a couple options, and we can get all of these eventually if we want to try them out. So it's really just what do we want to start with. I mean, this is good for survivability.
Lightning rod.
But I guess, you know, let's go for now. Let's not worry about survivability until we're actually having trouble not dying. Let's just try our shit. Let's go for big damage, big boys. Let's see. Do I still want this on right click? Do I want to start using my keyboard? Let's... Yeah, I should see how I feel using the keyboard while also using WASD to move. So let's put this on Q. Why are we... Oh, this. Okay, there we go. Put that on Q. And so we'll practice lightning rods into lightning arrows as our damage combo for now.
Welcome to the Camp of the Lost, stranger. We survive, but we do not live. I am Una. All this began the night Count Gino took his most loyal men into the Grellwood. After he returned, a madness grew in him. Something happened out there. Please, I beg of you, travel into the forest and begin your search. There must be some clue as to what took place. I fear this land's sickness will only deepen unless we do something. Goodbye.
Someone's got like a scatter flower petals emote or something. Or someone's got really bad dandruff. Proclamation.
By decree of the Count of Ogham, able-bodied men capable of excavation must present themselves at the manor at once. Failure to do so will constitute a crime.
You diggy hole. Ah, okay. So you have a thing you actually use manually. I think in Path of Exile 1, just all your shit automatically refilled as soon as you set foot in town. Which, having to click a thing feels like a step backwards, but we'll see. Can I have more than one of these? I don't think so. I think in this game, you have exactly one each of life and mana flasks. So I should be able to just sell that.
Sorry, I was just elsewhere.
Let's disenchant that.
These are just some odds and ends of mine. Oh, I like this one.
I like your bottle. It sucks. It's the worst bottle you can have. Look at this little guy. And if I remember correctly... Okay. Love to see it. Some of the microtransactions from the first game carry over to this one. So thankfully, stash tabs are included in that. So I've got my currency tab. Okay, thank fuck. Yeah. All right. That will make this game infinitely more playable. Hey everyone, this man's bottle sucks! You're trying to make it sound like I think the bottle sucks. Wait, no!
Finn makes fun of my collection, but I think it's charming.
Okay, so she's the seller of magic stuff. And I assume you, sir, are the seller of hit and kill things stuff. Okay, and I don't really have any money, so I can't buy anything. But that's fine. I didn't want your smelly bows anyway. So, okay, that's not how you open the map. Okay. So I noticed there's these extra little nodes on the map. So the skulls are bosses. I don't know how you would get to that mysterious campsite. Or is that saying that's something... Oh, okay. I guess that's within the riverbank area, maybe? I guess we'll see. Let's just go to Clearfell. Spend all your money on an item you'll swap out in 1.5 hours. Yeah, that's probably realistically what will happen if I get attached to anything. Okay, so we got our... That's our lightning rods on Q. And we got our lightning arrow on right click. Alright, let's do this.
Storm point!
Okay. I guess I'll pick this up. Okay, yeah, so you want to put down like a healthy number of the lightning rods before you bother starting off with the lightning arrow, it seems. Okay. Ooh, notice of criminality. Hang on.
I have received reports of a number of villagers hiding at the Clearfell logging site. Travel there and convey my order to return. Anyone refusing my authority should be considered a traitor and a criminal. Deal with them as you see fit, but bring their bodies back to the manor.
Ooh, another uncut skill gem. Also level 1. So we can get another one of these if we want it. Sure. You know, let's get our escape shot in case we need to outie. And I'll put that on E.
Take this!
Ooh, yeah, that freezes. Lovely. The lightning rods last for a nice amount of time. Got a waypoint over there. Nice, nice.
Out of mana.
Oh, okay. So, for those not familiar with it, in this game, instead of having potions, you just have flasks that automatically refill as you kill enemies. And in the first game, you had 5 slots that you could use for whatever kinds of flasks you wanted. In this game, they've cut it down to just 1 mana, 1 life. But you've also got extra slots for things that kind of do what the other types of flasks used to do, it sounds like. Ooh, the Mud Burrow. A muddy boy.
My survival is no stroke of fortune.
Let's level up. Okay. So, you know, let's take a look around and just see where we might want to build towards. Arc skills. Yeah, I mean, without knowing what skills I'm going to enjoy using, it's pretty arbitrary picking what direction I want to go. And apparently in this game you can respec for gold, it sounds like. There used to be, in the first game, there was a special type of currency you needed to undo your node selections. And it's early access, so shit's gonna change anyway. So, you know, we'll do what we want to do. I don't know, man. Shit, dog. Go wherever we want. I guess, oop. Let's, I don't know, let's build out somewhere over here. And evade all hits. Does that mean specifically the skills that you normally can't evade? I suppose that would have to be what it means. Otherwise, I don't know what that would mean. I don't know. Let's just build towards something that sounds cool. How about movement speed and evasion rating? That sounds neat. Critical damage. Dodge roll stuff. Sure. Whatever. We'll just pick... Yeah, we'll pick shoot good, I think. For now, because I don't have a specific way I super care about going, instead of taking one of these beeline things to get over somewhere else, we're just gonna, like, party in this area. Because I'm sure they will have chosen these to be skills that are, like, pretty good for early stuff that don't require very specific skill loadouts to be good. So, yeah, let's just go to this, like, projectile damage biz. So we'll, yeah, go this way. Let's go into the Mud Burrow. I'm assuming this is where we will find the Devourer.
These tunnels run deep.
Oh.
Take this!
Oh. Little bug. Was a bug. Little bug. No. Ow. Ooh. So there are secret men in the walls. We'll keep that in mind. Figure out, okay, so for my escape shot, does that send me the opposite of the relative direction I activated in? So if I activate it, okay, if I do that, and then if I do this, okay, so it always backs me up from whatever direction I'm using relative to my character. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Nowhere to run.
Rusted cuirass. Armor and stun threshold. I think the energy shield is more valuable right now. So I'll drink some Kool-Aid since I don't have any passive life regeneration right now. Glug. Was a glug, little glug. Ah! He fucking got me with his trick. Radius on the lightning rods was like a little better. I'm sure that's something that improves with like levels on the skill gem. Oh, here the boss. It's the vile nest. He's spitting. Tail. Oh. Oh, I see. Ah, okay. So it's a two-sided man. Tail will come up somewhere else, I guess? Whoop. Oh, I'm out of mana. Oh, okay. So the tail stays in place after it appears, and you just don't want to stand near it. Gotcha. Ow. Oh, tail. Ow. Yeah, I know me. You don't gotta nag me about it. Ah. Ow. Ooh. Yeah, I wouldn't say that was very well done.
It had to be done.
On my part. but luckily the numbers are forgiving right now. Alright. Got a shield. We got a wand. Oh. And I can automatically portal back to town, I guess. Either conditionally, because that was a boss? Or can I just... Do they just give you infinite town portals all the time, which frankly would be very nice. Wanna take a quick look around, see if there are any more treasure chests. It's gonna take a while for me to get used to having the dodge roll. Ah, okay, here we go. Woo! Don't like it, don't like it, get out. Ooh, sandals. +6 intelligence. Now I can take the LSAT. Alright, we'll go back to town. I like when streamer make funny yell. Ooh! Ah! Let's see. You were the one who gave me that quest.
Oh, finally! Took down the Devourer, did you? Oh, that's incredible! This is the first real success we've had against the darkness. We can breathe a bit easier now, perhaps even go out and gather food. Now, this won't cover our debt to you, not nearly. But take it as thanks.
An extra skill. Hoorah. I don't know why, but I'm having trouble distinguishing some enemies from the environment. From what we've seen so far, I would say the enemies don't always pop.
Here's what I've got.
Which is pretty, like, that was more or less my experience in Path of Exile 1 also. Okay, if I identify this, does this change the value? Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're just gonna sell shit for now, I think. What can I get for disenchanting? Currency fragments. Reveal to me your secrets. Okay. Also, it's a dark area. That's true, yes.
What have we got? Take a look.
But no, I mean, it's possible to render a dark area in a game and still make the enemies very visually distinct from it. So it's not necessarily an excuse. It's a, it can be a legitimate issue. Let's, we can't really get any gloves that have any sort of magic on them. So I'm just gonna save my money. What about my money? I only do it for money. Okay, so we've got several active skills. I'm not mega convinced on the lightning rod strat right now, but I mean, we could try other things. There's nothing wrong with it. It's mainly the lightning rod's radius isn't huge, and having to commit them to a location in order to set up the damage from them is slightly annoying sometimes. Let's take a look around and see what else we have. Okay, so these do actually require crossbows. We could get some spells. That's the thing, though. So, from where I've started on the passive tree, I want to look for stuff that's projectile-based, at least. So... for my actual active damage skills. So anything that has the projectile tag in those, like AoE projectile cold, can work. But I could also get, doesn't look like I can get any buffs yet at how low a level I am. So, no, there's not much else to do right now. I think we'll just, I don't know. Let's try Poison Burst Arrow also. See how we like that. I don't think I super need Escape Shot yet, with the dodge roll being what it is. So for now, I think I'm just gonna do... We're gonna try Poison Burst on... E? Yeah, Lightning Arrow, right-click. And sure, we'll put Poison Burst on E. We'll try that. And where am I going next? Next... That was Mud Burrow. Still don't know. So I guess there should be a boss, or a mini boss at least, in Clearfell. Clicking this does not send me to the waypoint, so I guess, okay, I gotta actually go walk over here. Okay. Back to Clearfell, and let's look for, let's see if we can find that boss. I don't know what this yellow thing on the way... Oh, okay, that's this little... Yeah. And it looks like the map has not, like, reset in the time that I was doing Mud Burrow.
Charged arrow.
Okay, I can fire the lightning rods over terrain that blocks direct projectiles. That's useful to know. Let's grab shit. Oh, we got the level. Let's real quick. Attack speed or projectile damage? I think we'll just stick with projectile damage for now. I don't know how attack speed interacts with the, like, the rate at which I can use the special skills. It probably does also apply to those, but until we've got a very large amount of bonus projectile damage, we're probably going to get more value out of just adding more. Okay, there's the Grellwood, so we assume that's where we're going. Yeah, travel through Clearfell to the Grellwood.
Storming arrow.
Is our next main thing that we're doing. Bigger numbers makes the good brain chemicals flow. You understand. Haven't seen... Well, yeah, for science, let's explore this area fully and see if that boss is indeed just in that area, because I'm not entirely sure if I'm interpreting the map correctly when I read it to mean that that boss is in this area, or if that's like a little side area that I can access. Oh, no. Okay, that's not a boss. That's just a... She's a ghost and a bitch. Not much area left for this boss to be in, other than, I suppose, Dead Center. Ooh, 11 gold. An embarrassment of riches. Oh, okay. I hear someone saying some shit. because she throws out like 4 of those projectiles in a row and then does the little fan. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, I don't want to be in that! Oh, oh, no! Okay. Oh, resurrected checkpoint. Don't mind if I deck point. Okay. She does get her health back when I do that. Ow. Okay, well, that's not a great start. So I need to pray proper, Jesus. I need to pay proper respect to her little ice circles and not just try and face roll DPS during those. Ooh, lots of little ice. Okay, I didn't see that one before. You get some pretty fantastic damage while you've got the full array of lightning doogles on the Google. Oh, you've got like 1 health. Please just let me kill you. Please, ma'am, please. Okay.
Stay light, stay alive.
Okay. Scary. All these are pretty much interchangeably. Ma'am, please die. Oh, I added permitted term. Please die. Okay, we can throw out some of these. Let's get these magic things instead, including a magic quiver. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, get that over there, and then I can pick this up. Ooh, 3 mana per enemy killed. That's quite significant at this stage. Okay. Neat. And I picked up a quest item. Right-click to crush it, undoing the crone's curse. I mean, yeah. Oh! Oh, okay. So that's just a flat plus 10% to cold resistance forever, I guess. That's neat. I mean, I'm sure ultimately the game is built around the expectation that you're going to collect all those buffs, so it's more like you'll be punished for not having them, but it still feels nice when you get them, you know? The minimap is extremely zoomed out. I wonder if I can change that at all. Mouse wheel zoom, but that's just for, yeah, that's just for regular. Options. Map transparency, map zoom? There we go. Okay, yeah. I don't want too much more, but yeah, let's go with, oh, no, it didn't save. Map zoom, just a little more. Okay, yeah, there we go. Alright, let's sell some shit.
Yes? Finn makes fun of my collection. Another for my collection.
Finn makes fun of my collection. Soon I will kill him. Sell those. We can actually equip the larger mana flask now. And we'll disenchant that. Sell our old mana flask.
I accept.
Okay, cool. So often I have to be under a horrid crone. All the time, horrid crones be cursing me. Let's see. Remind me, what do each of the basic stats do? Strength gives 1 strength is 2 life. 1 dex is 5 accuracy rating, which is a stat that I never really fully understood in Path of Exile 1, but you know, sure it's good to have. 1 intelligence is 2 mana. Okay. The main thing stats are for, though, is
Anything take your fancy?
is just gear requirements, and my gear is going to require dex predominantly. In all likelihood. I don't know. Let's just, I guess let's grab some more energy shield. That'll be good for survivability, I should say. Okay, and now we can move on to the next area. So, okay, so it marks that I have done that. Doesn't necessarily mark whether I have... I guess the mysterious campsite is just this, the place that had the little thing I could read. I guess that's all it's saying. There's like a point of interest. Shallow? Shallow to you too, Teal Chorus. To the Grellwood.
Storming arrows!
Okay, so we should keep in mind that there are very significant and tangible rewards for killing boss monsters, regardless of whether or not there's a quest related to them. Let's see if this will load. What's going on here in the Grellwood? We've got 2 bosses. Ariadne, Forgotten Witch. All the time, crones be cursing me. I'm telling you, man. And the Bramblegast. And the Tree of Souls. I guess that's what we're looking for our quest. And a witch hut. The local witch has not been heard from in weeks. Maybe she's sneaking off to go and be a bad guy in Path of Exile 4.
Feels darker somehow.
That's a little Adria Diablo reference for you. I've immediately forgotten all my skill bindings. Okay, there we go. So we got some werewolves. Ooh. What does augmentation do again? Adds a magic item modifier to a item that is already magic. Okay. Neat. For the most part, those sorts of lower tier currency items aren't terribly useful, except as exactly that, like currency, as the game proceeds. But oh, now I regret not having escape shot. I'm actually not able to move. Okay, there we go. Okay, note to self, you do not phase through things when dodge rolling. You can still be stuck. So, we're immediately putting escape shot back on our bar. Yeah, we'll put that on R. Okay, and we should start actually using Poison Burst Arrow. I forgot that I had equipped that. Oop, okay. Yeah. Now that we're getting 3 mana back per enemy killed, we can be pretty liberal with our skill usage for a while. For the next little while. Oh, Werewolf Prowler. I thought that said Werewolf Poser. He's not actually a werewolf. He just tapes a rug to himself every full moon and just goes, bah! Oh, get out of here. Okay. Except you can't. Okay. It's still kind of weird using escape shot sometimes because you can't just go in an arbitrary direction. It has to be a movement away from where you currently are, which can be annoying if you're already crammed into a corner. A magic ring? I just love my magic ring, don't you, Mr. Dwarf? Oh, I just love my magic ring, don't you, Mr. Man? Cut down the rainforest, burn fossil fuels, buy Mercedes-Benzes. There's a moving bramble. Uh-oh. Is this Mr. Bramblegast? Okay, he's swingy. Oh yeah, we should get poison on him as well. Oh, he's like plunging his roots into the ground, which I imagine is then going to result in an attack on me. Ow. Ow. Oh, okay, it forms these little, I should get the mini-map out of my way. It forms those little guys who then are like kind of area denial. Ooh. And the spheres. Okay, so those do wink out of existence eventually. Ooh. Okay. It's got a large area thing. Okay, he made those guys. So I need to not stand by there anymore for a little while. Okay, so you can have 2 sets of those up at a time, it would appear. We've got the orbs incoming. Ow. Okay, he's making guys, I think? Yeah, okay. Ow. Okay. Oh. Making guys. Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Yeah. Oh, Exalted Orb at level 5. They weren't kidding about making that shit more accessible. And I don't have any Scrolls of Wisdom. I'm not sure if that's just they have not very many have happened to drop, or if I need to be more aggressively, like, disenchanting shit in order to acquire them. Did he drop anything that gives me a buff? No. Not sure what I did to get the Windows noise there. I am feeling a certain lack of damage output on my skills now that I'm not in Baby Town. I mean, I'm still in Baby Town, but you know. I've moved from Baby Town to Baby City. We've hit the big time, or as far as babies go. And there should be the other boss around here, I'm assuming? Because this is Ariadne's hut. I guess it's in there. I interact with that cauldron or something. Okay. Yeah. How do I get in?
Home of the Grailwood Witch.
Am I stupid?
What happened here?
Oh, if I inspect the mini-map, I can see where the walkable terrain is. There we go. Oh, no! Aha, got your cauldron. Oh, okay, she's not a boss. Damn, she's got a shit-zillion energy shield, though.
Take this!
She do be shielding. Ah! Ah! No, don't be in that! Okay. I've seen the ice circle before. I don't want that. Whoa. Ooh. She's got flamethrower breath, but it's the opposite of flamethrower breath. She's got ice thrower breath. Ah! Ah! Ooh! Ah! E! No, ma'am. I don't want it. I don't want it. Ah! See, when you're fighting something like this that's just zipping and bipping all over the place, these lightning rods are a little hard to get value out of, alas. Use headology. I appreciate that Discworld reference. Ugh, so many fucking ice sigils. Ow. Don't slap my titties. Ah. Okay. Going over there. He's killing you with his ice breath. You're so right. Oh no. Wow, I'm actually doing way more damage just auto-attacking, I'm realizing.
Corruption claims another victim.
I guess if you can't set up the fucking, the lightning rods, there's actually not a ton of value in using... Actually... How do I look at my skill gems? G? Okay. Okay, so these are all still level 1. Do these no longer level up by killing stuff? Am I a silly little boy? Because, like, if I'm feeling a lack of damage, probably it's because my skills are all still, like, level 1. But in the first game, they just leveled up through use, effectively. Or through having them equipped while you killed stuff. It didn't matter whether you actually used them. Maybe they only level up by acquiring and using uncut skill gems now? In which case, I should definitely... I guess I just should pop this level 2. Attack damage. Okay, yeah, so it does a percentage of my base attack damage. And as does Lightning Rod. Okay. I guess we'll upgrade that. I guess that's what uncut... I guess that's what support... Oh! I didn't even read that these were support gems. I'm stupid. Okay, I'm also giving up damage by not having my support gems there. Can I portal, please? Thank you. Okay. Posture check, no shrimping. I don't think I'm shrimping. I've got my back pressed up against the chair. Let's get some more damage here. I suppose it's probably... It also depends on the damage of my bow, and I am still using the worst bow that the game can generate. So that's probably not helping.
How can I help? Here's what I got.
Yeah, just straight up buying a non-magical this would probably still be a major upgrade. This would also be a big upgrade. Can I scrape together 400 bucks? Probably. Ooh, better life flask would also be nice. There we go. Okay, so let's sell these. Don't get much money from selling these unless I identify them first. Does someone here sell Scrolls of Wisdom?
Hello.
And how much do they
Bits and
cost?
pieces. Any that
25
catch your eye.
gold. Let's identify this ring. Okay. Added fire damage to attacks will help. Okay, so let's... I wonder how much value will typically be added to these by identifying them. Let's try and get a sense for that. Let's buy one of these. That costs 25. Okay, that added 11.
I will
So
treasure it.
that was not really quite worth it. Alright, let's sell all of these. Oh, we are just not quite there. Fuck it, I'm gonna sell one orb of transmutation.
Oh, I
'Cause
like this.
just getting more damage on my bow would be a big
What have we
deal.
got? Anything take your
Let's just
fancy?
get this. 2 to 5 fire damage, higher base damage, and +1 to the level of my projectile skills.
Oh, that'll pack a punch.
Yeah. We'll do that. And then... You know what? We'll even use the blacksmith's whetstone to see how much does this give me. 4%. Oh, because it's a mat. Yeah, right. Okay, so that adds 1 to max damage. I don't mind using currency items early. You tend to end up with way more of them than you need. Okay, so we have some options for support gems here. This bow shot... Okay, that's just my auto attack. I have no knowledge of this game, but I'm here nevertheless. Regardless. Welcome, Rainbow Phase. Okay, so I can get extra lightning damage on something. I can get a chance to poison on something. Allowing its physical damage to pin enemies. I don't really know what difference that will make, so I think we're gonna get this lightning infusion gem and just pop that on our, let's see. Yeah, let's just pop that on lightning arrow, shall we? Or, okay, so it adds about the same amount of DPS to either. But if we're theoretically trying to actually use our lightning rods and lightning arrow combo, we'll invest in lightning arrow for now. And then I can make another thing. Let's see. Oh, 40% more area of effect. That would solve one of my issues with this. It does have a cost multiplier as well. But I think that's okay. I could also get something like chain on here, but I think lightning arrow says it can't chain. If I remember correctly. Yeah, cannot chain. Yeah, I think we're just gonna get more area of effect on our lightning rods. Since that, I've been complaining about that. Let's try this. Oh, actually, no, I want to take the portal. Alright. Maybe we can kill stuff a little easier now.
Charge the arrow!
Yes, we can. Now, I believe we have found both the optional encounters here. The Witch and the, and Bramblegast. So, really we're just looking for the plot now. Ah, okay. And we found it. A hooded one. Oh, okay. Count's sentencing.
By decree of the Count of Ogham, those condemned to hang from these branches are to be left until their hearts no longer beat, their lungs no longer fill with air, and their flesh is no longer warm. In death, you are not forgiven. Your souls will remain trapped here by this ancient moor of maligned wood, and the grove will be forever denied you. Rot here in the Grellwood for all time, and good riddance.
Bit of a downer.
What happened here?
Well, I think he died, is what happened.
This shade. Is it
Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
still alive? Perhaps it can give us the answers we seek. Only the Count's sword has the power to bind souls to the tree like this. We must free it somehow. To release that being from the Tree of Souls, we'll need more than simply cutting his rope. The ancient runes that imbue the Count's blade created the binding, and only ancient runes can break it. There is a battlefield not far from here that runs red with rust, where the weapons and armor of countless Ezamites still remain. We call it the Red Veil. You should search the area. There may still be power in some of those centuries-old relics. Renly will know how to forge them. Bring the runes to him, and then, perhaps, we shall find some answers. I'll wait here. The old magics will protect me.
Alrighty. Just double checking. Okay, yeah, that's everything of interest here, and the Red Veil is another area connected to this one. Yeah, there should be a way to the Red Veil and a way to the Grim Tangle from here. So let's see if we can find the Red Veil. Something over there is like exploding with fire. Ooh, he's a fireman. He's a fireman. Oh, they've got periodically exploding AoEs, and I can't move, and my flask is running as fast as it can. Oh! Okay. I'm finding escape shot remarkably useless for what I'm trying to use it for. It seems like I get wedged up against a wall or in a corner, and then I can't escape shot in the direction I want to go anyway. Is seeming how it is working out for me. Like, it's fun when I just want to glide around, but like, I mean, I guess it gives me more distance than a dodge roll, so it still has some value. But it seems like the most likely way for me to die at any given time is for me to be stuck up against terrain, and when I am, the escape shot does not really do anything to help me, alas. It seems that if I use something wrong, it will not work, adventure game protagonist dialogue. Okay, so I think the way that particular buff works is that if you stand inside that area, it slowly charges and then explodes. So it doesn't appear to do damage immediately when you're near one of the guys with the fire aura, but if they can stay right next to you for long enough, they explode for damage. This crossbow's so tense. Needs a massage. Ouch! My area! Yeah. No, not my area. I need that. Here we go. The Red Veil. Let's go. Oops. Okay. Search the Red Veil. I don't need to load the map. I know where I am.
The crimson remnants of man's folly lay scattered here.
It seems like I can just portal whenever I want, which is frankly great. Ooh, poison plants. Ah, finally, some slow-moving enemies who just stay on my lightning rods. I do love to see it. Seems like I still don't really have any issues just using my skills all the time with this this mana restore. Ow. Oops, there's a tree in the way. Oh, okay, it's like when I hit Alt, something happens that, like, briefly makes the game go, whoa, what's going on? And I get a Windows noise. Can't remember, actually, what the hotkey is. Like, I don't need it yet, because things aren't dropping very much stuff, but, generally, you eventually do want to know what is the hotkey for showing all items on the ground. And I can't remember offhand what it is. Obelisk of Rust. What do? Defeat the monsters? I wasn't told there would be monsters. This is bullshit. Oh, 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 and I'm dead.
Perhaps this holds the runes.
Okay, yeah, as long as you have room to maneuver, escape shot can be useful. It's just no substitute for a true blink or a dash that lets you ignore collision with enemies momentarily.
Return to the earth.
Swayed bracers. Huh. We'll see how easily swayed they are.
Don't mind if I do.
Do I already have? Yeah, I do. Okay. Okay. None of that stuff really matters. Oh, that's right. I do have a point. Yeah. Hooray. Get a nice little ting. Blue suede bracers? I hope so. I hope they're blue. Also, I just realized the little, like, oh, that I did when I was dying back there. I think, like, it wasn't correct, but I think the tune was being channeled from, lolly lolly adverbs. Lolly lolly lolly, get your adverbs here. As I'm beaten to death.
Storm point.
Yet it's a crude bow. Someone's got poor taste. Ow. That poison is no yoke. That poison is no yoke, what people say immediately after killing someone with the poisoned egg spell in Pathfinder. see. Got a big old pool of blood. Or, no, I guess it's supposed to be, it's water with rust in it. That's a cool visual. Oh, I just realized I wasn't zoomed all the way out. That was a mistake.
Rather not.
Magical quiver. That's worth investigating. Like a little portal. Sell some shit. Let's see.
Sorry, I was just... Finn makes fun of my collection, but I think it's charming.
I don't want to hear about your personal problems, lady. If you're not getting along with people, that's on you. Let's disenchant the magic stuff, I guess. I don't want any of this, right?
I've collected these over time.
Then, let's go and see if this magic quiver is any good.
Perhaps this holds the runes I seek.
Hold damage to attacks, 2 mana per enemy killed. Oh, a little bit less mana per enemy killed, but extra damage? Yeah, we'll go with that for now.
Thunderous shot!
I just realized I need to check the level on these uncut skill gems, because they might be higher. Be able to raise up some of my skills. Uncut skill gems. Oh, okay, yeah. Level 2. Let's lightning rod to level 2. And let's... I guess we might as well get escape shot to level 2. Sure. Whatever. The only ARPG I ever really played was Sacred. I haven't heard of that one. Is that recent or an oldie? Old. Not gonna just stand directly by it this time. That's how we got stuck in a mob of guys last time.
It seems someone refuses to let go.
20 years old, so early, well, I guess mid-2000s? Yeah, no, I didn't hear of that. I'm a little surprised. Well, I guess I might not have been, I would have been in high school, so I was playing games, but I didn't really have any money, so usually I was just playing games I already had. I wasn't, like, keeping up with news and looking at new releases and stuff. Oh, okay. So, since we're in Lightning, this Elemental Ailments one's probably pretty good. I think I like that better than... Yeah, we'll go there next. So we'll do ailment chance into that. Lightning damage has a chance to inflict shock, which I believe just is a flat percentage increase damage taken ailment, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm gonna assume the third one is like down left from this area. Get me with your poison, boys. Poison, boysenberry. Yeah, okay, here's the last one. Make sure there aren't any other enemies already hanging out around here. Okay, appears to be clear. Boop. Oh, boss. The Rust King. Are you gonna form already so I can kill you? Okay, there we go. Did some good fucking damage off of the lightning rods we were able to pre-place. Ooh, okay. We got some boys. Alright, that one was not so bad. Big slow boy, get, destroy, duh. Yeah, the lightning rods build is a lot more effective when I'm not fighting one bitch who won't stop teleporting everywhere.
Now this will come in handy.
Yeah, give me all that. Let's see. Okay, so I do need to go back to the encampment and give these to the blacksmith guy.
Sorry, I was just elsewhere.
Lesser mana flasks, a magic medium mana flask. Okay, that's an upgrade. Hooray. Let's disenchant these. And I guess this. Wow, I don't even have 10 strength. Pretty funny. And then we can sell this
I
and
like
this.
one.
I love that it just sells instead of going into their thing and making you stack shit up and do multiple passes to sell all your stuff. That is a nice change. Okay, I don't need anything else from
I could do
you.
without the attention.
A frog boss?
Furious
Yeah.
strikes, but be cautious. They stayed warm after forging no matter how many times I quenched them. I would ask what you need these for, but I'm putting my trust in you.
Una's back here. She didn't just tell you.
Take a look.
I guess maybe he shouldn't have made fun of her collection all so much. This Days of Our Lives ass drama playing out behind the scenes here. That's pretty good. Since I don't have any life regen though, having energy shield is like very, very nice. So I'm not sure this is really much of an upgrade. I'll tell you what. Yeah, we could just get... no, we don't really have any money. Yeah, let's whatever. Let's stash our currency items. Doot, 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 doot. Doot, doot. Okay. Back to... Smelly Town. The Smellwood. Okay, and it appears... No, I don't need to see the microtransaction store, thank you. It appears... Ah! Get... Yeah. It appears the map does not re-randomize even after quite a bit of time within the game. I think Carl also told me you can actually pause the game now if you're the only one in it, which is pretty nice. So I'm going to assume that if you're the only one in your instance, if you're not partied up, that stuff just kind of stays, at least long enough that you don't really need to care.
Don't worry. Stab them into the tree itself will not be harmed. What? Bye.
That's not what I'm worried about.
Good. Now the others.
Let's hope nature is listening.
Okay. Created a portal to hell.
He's unconscious, but he's breathing. Though, this wound. We should take him back to Clearfell. He may be the only one who knows what truly happened out here.
Okay. Okie dokie.
The wound. It should be fatal, but somehow he clings to life. I fear it will not be long until his song ends. He will never heal while the Count's binding still holds sway. Only by a Count's hand can this binding be released. I know an old tale. One that speaks of a ring we might be able to recover, buried 3 centuries ago in our ancient graveyard. A Count's signet ring, bearing his rune of authority. But how to reach it in time? The grim tangle. The overgrown sinkholes and gullies that run beneath Ogham can lead you there. The path is dangerous.
Okay. Sounds good. I go. I got you, fam. I already found the entrance. It's over here. Don't worry. I go into the tangle. I go underground. I go to the cemetery. I get the thing. A little bit of visual artifacting on these things that I imagine shouldn't be visible while the loading screen's up. But that's okay.
The roots have grown, like a scab covering a wound.
Why can I still summon Una here? Oh. Okay. Tell me about the roots, Una.
If the Fae spirits are still watching, I believe they will help us. Please, wait a moment.
Oh. The blue! It opened the way.
Arrive. The way's open.
Okay, so they do this so that you can't sequence break and go further past this way until you've done the quest you just did. Okay, I gotcha. Ah! Okay, those explode. They explode and leave a puddle of poo. Does the poo matter? Or is it just visual? Let's find out. If I walk on this, do I take damage? Yes. Okay. Science. Can confirm. Poo seeping into your shoes. Not a scene you want to be a part of. Ooh. Oh, I say, old chap, that's a poison and a half. Ah! Ooh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! Damn. Fucking Dark Souls swamp ass area. Don't like that. I'm just gonna put a bunch of things on you real quick before I walk over here, sir. Sir? Okay. Ooh, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that's a teleport. Okay. Thought that was a projectile. Ooh! Ooh! That is a saucy direct hit. Okay, teleport. Oh, I don't want to be in that circle. Okay. Oh, I did. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. He's gonna throw a rock. Huh! Okay. I remember that attack from the first game. You can't fool me. Okay, teleporto. Don't know what that shit is. Oh, it's not friendly, that's for sure. Don't stand near those. Oh, let's talk about this. Okay, throw a rock now. Okay. Ooh.
We're off this way. That's quite nice.
Throw a rock, the most powerful attack. Legitimately, yeah. I wouldn't know for sure without having gotten hit by it, but the bosses in the first game that had the attack with that general animation would pretty much always kill you in one shot if you actually got hit by the rock because of how telegraphed it was. They did not care about making it super damaging. But it was tricky because there's not much time to react once it is flung, so you kind of have to know about how long it hangs in the air before being thrown. It moves very fast. Okay, so that was fun. Where, okay, the checkpoint was up there. I guess that's probably just for the boss fight, though. That doesn't necessarily mean the way forward is right there as well. Okay, let's try going south. A stoic scepter.
In my sights.
Do 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 do. Nope. Not down here. Not over there. That is like oh, dogs. The dogs.
Storming arrow.
I call my attacks, but only once every 500 times or so. I mean, not that I would want the character to be doing it constantly. That would be infinitely more annoying, but it is funny that they do it, but so infrequently. Alright. Let's real quick zoop and sell some shit.
It's you! The mysterious woman in the forest. We've never officially met, but you've certainly given me quite the fright a time or two. I am Finn, and I shall be your humble provider of useful and diverse objects. That are most definitely not scrounged or stolen. If I don't got it, I can get it. You just let me know.
Spirits in the trees be damned. You actually entered the Red Veil and survived. Every Ogham kid knows. If you step what?
So, you...
Okay, I like you.
Feeling lucky?
Okay, so he's the... Yeah, he's the guide of this camp. Let's see. I mean, that's rare. We might as well identify this. Max life, rarity, minion skills. I mean, minion skills doesn't do anything, but 20 max life and 21 energy shield? Yes, please. Give me that. And then... I guess... we can see if these have a better thing for us. 2.7 life regen per second. That's quite good, actually. Yeah, having any amount of life regen instead of none is very nice. So I think we'll try these. I guess we can also look at these. We'll keep the ones we have. Okay, we are gonna...
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but cheers.
At least he's honest about being a liar.
Oh, why are these going to my normal stash? Shouldn't these all be going to the currency tab by default? Oh, do I have to navigate to the currency tab? In the first game, it would have just sent them there by default anyway. Oh, maybe if I... Hang on, let me test. Nope, that's not what that does. Okay. I imagine there is a way to make that do... Oh, affinity auto navigation? Is that what I want?
Yes.
Oops, not you. Stash. Nope. Okay, well then I don't know. Yeah, I mean, tab alright, that sounds like that's what that should do. Well, whatever. It's not a big deal. Oh, shit. This is the rune that I got. Martial weapon adds 6 to 10 cold damage. Armor plus 12% to cold... Oh, okay. Runes are the things you can put in sockets. But I don't have any sockets yet. So we'll just pop this in here for later. Oh, and I can get one more support skill. Yeah. Let's, fire extra projectiles... Anything else I can use on Lightning Rod for just, like, more damage? That's area of effect. Oh, okay. Not if I can only do level 1s. Gotcha. Okay. Then sure, let's just, let's put Pierce on that as well. Why not? Live a little, right?
I heard you heading for the village. When I fled for my life, there was no time for me to grab all my smithing tools. If you do manage to reach my forge, you should find them.
Okay.
Anything take your fancy?
Deleted one of your important layers. No! No! Control Z that shit. As hard as you can, if there's any possible way. Or revert to earlier save, or reload file. If it'll, I don't know, obviously, you know all these things. It was last night, you think? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, I can't believe you've done this. Yeah, okay. We could get some stuff, but we'll probably find drops for most of these things anyway. Let's continue. To the spooky cemetery. The scariest part about this cemetery is how long it takes to load.
He has been abducted.
I don't know if I believe you, old man.
That bastard tyrant Praetor Draven. He's taken my family hostage. They're being held somewhere beyond these gates. I never thought he would stoop this low. I sent for reinforcements, but it's been so long. I must get through the gate. The keys. Where are the blasted keys?
That man's mind seems as dead as this cemetery.
Yeah, what reinforcements did you send for, man? Quests. Get off my face real quick. I need to see this side of the map. Just check in. Were there any... Okay, it doesn't look like there were any other boss fights there that I missed. So, yeah, cemetery, we got some stuff to do. Let's do some stuff.
Charged arrow.
Projectile man. They don't home, but they do kind of swoosh around in weird directions. He throws curveballs. Okay, and we got some archer friends as well. A nice level up animation, very satisfying. Thy rhyming cup. Yeah, it's a very Gruntilda laugh. Okay, bonus damage to enemies with elemental ailments.
Storm point.
Oh, the ice wraiths can kind of go like, hello, I'm right here now, and just like, they don't teleport, but they kind of just like run right up to you and then stand there menacingly. It's a funny animation. It wasn't deleted, it was hiding, thank goodness. Desert rune. Ah. Yeah, he just runs up. He's like, I'm here now. Checkpoint. Boss fight.
My dearest daughter. Beloved.
My beloved son. My beloved son.
Grave
Your
robbing.
death shall be avenged, even if it takes 1,000 years.
88 years ago. Let it go. You didn't even know him. Yeah, those guys' dash animation. Very funny every time I see it. Hello, yes, it is me. I'm here for breakfast. I hope I have not missed the omelet.
Let this be a testament for all time. The Eternal Empire stakes claim over this land, both in life and death.
I've never mentioned it, but in Aaron Payne, the line where Ezra screams about, oh, yeah. She was my daughter. Yeah. Yeah, I liked that, and that's not a thing that's... I don't think that's recorded. Actually, no, maybe it is.
Wife must be in here
Maybe
somewhere.
that's in our recordings of Adventure 10, now that I think about it. But... yeah. Yeah. Feels slightly embarrassing to reply to praise by saying, yes, I agree, that was good. That thing I did was good, but that is how I feel.
Yes? Who knows what prizes await?
Who knows what Yeah, I like this guy. Sure, I'll take max mana and nothing else. You put your whole pussy into that delivery. Thank you. What? Sorry? Oh, okay. Guess the teleport menu can have, like, sub-menus for getting into areas.
Return to death.
Ah! I am on fire! Oh. Oh, they make mans.
Surprise.
Hey, Piff.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Are you also gaming on this Saturday morning?
I've been thinking about it. But also, I think I might chill until, I get my dinner? Dinner.
The whole time until dinner? That's gonna be a while, isn't it?
I get an early dinner. It's 4:30.
Oh, that's like lunchtime for me. I'm a late lunch boy. A long pants man, long pants, long pants.
Yeah, I gotta, like, if you ever, like, lived with people and sometimes their, like, clocks are very off and you just kind of have to match them.
And so
both
that form
family
like
and glass has 4:30.
Where, if possible, can I watch this, Aaron Payne? I'm afraid you can't. The vast majority of it was not recorded at all, and the part of it we did record was recorded just for us. It's not impossible I might do something with it someday, but most likely not. It began as just an entirely... It was before we streamed anything. It was just like, yeah, let's play D&D kind of thing, and so we played D&D. So it was not really... it predates most of our TTRPG content, so to speak. It was just a thing we did for fun.
Sometimes you just kind of need to get one of those, you know?
Yeah. There may be future Aaron Paynes. I will stay hopeful. That is a valid hope, yes. Jeez, those Eternal Knights don't really do anything until they get up to you, but they just pound you once they're there, and they have a lot of health.
They are eternal.
I mean, yeah, in fairness, he was upfront about his expectations. I'm gonna be around for a while, bud. Don't get used to it. Was it D&D or Pathfinder? It was Pathfinder. Pathfinder 1. Oh, okay, that's around this way. Yeah, I'll go around there for a yellow quality chest. I'm hustling as fast as my little legs will carry me.
Ooh. For the longest time, when I first opened up the stream, I was just like, man, why are you shooting, like, to the north? You're missing everyone. It's just your, like, lobbing shot.
Oh. Oh, yeah, yes. So I'm actually shooting up, not to the north. This is my skill that puts down this little thing that deals damage when it lands, and then deals additional damage every time I fire a lightning arrow near it. Piff is like 10% louder than everything else, by the way. That's fine. He's Piff. He deserves it.
Thank you.
Thoughts on 2E Pathfinder? I have only played a tiny amount of it. The only Pathfinder 2nd Edition I played was when Keen ran the Slithering. And I had an okay time with that. I thought the balance was a little unforgiving, which is often the case with modules, I feel. And it was also on a, it was like right at the beginning of the system life. So, it had a bit of the old, like, Horde of the Dragon Queen stank on it of like, oh, they hadn't quite figured out how to balance this yet. And I still had an okay time, because, it was with friends and everything. So, like, I like it in theory, anyway. I think the 3-action system is a very elegant way to have different actions take different amounts of time that are fungible and can be combined without needing a bunch of rules that are like, well, you have one standard action and one bonus action, and things that use this can't be used in the same turn as this, but, like the way 5e does it is, like, fine. It's no more complicated than, like, Pathfinder 1, but I think the 3-action system is very elegant, and I admire it a lot.
It does sound nice.
I also think... oh, go ahead.
There's been so many times where I'm like, alright, I would like to do 2 minor actions, and they're like, no,
and they're like, oh, technically the rules say you can't. And
but
like,
can't I just use one of my, like, main actions?
No, they're not interchangeable. It has to be, you have to do something that takes longer.
What? No.
No. But that making no sense. I also like the, I quite like the idea of the degrees of success or failure, how things can critical fail, succeed, or critical succeed, and it's not just entirely one-to-one with like, oh, did you roll a 20, did you roll a 1, so that being really good at something, you can still achieve crit successes without having to roll a 20 and a 20 exactly, and being, really bad at something, you can't just fish for a 20 and then automatically get a crit success. It just, it helps deal with modifier bloat in a way that I find pretty elegant. So there's definitely things about the system that, at least on paper, I quite like.
If you have the brain power for it, can you talk about modifier bloat? I am curious on what that is.
Sure. Let me finish this fight. Let me Halo 3 hashtag finish the fight.
Let me see. Get in your warthog.
Yeah.
Drive off some ramps.
Oh, that did not move me far enough. Oh! Oh! That was a load-bearing candy cane!
Storming arrow.
Okay, the third one of these is big. Okay. There we go. Okay, and I do still have to kill this guy separately, it would appear.
Once and for all.
Okay. So, right, modifier bloat. So the modifiers get much bigger in Pathfinder than they do in 5e. It was designed to try and have bounded accuracy, I believe is what they called, which is to say they didn't want modifiers or the DCs and ACs to get very high. And so Pathfinder 1 could be a bit notorious for the skills you were good at. You know, you'd have like plus 1 billion to, and could practically never fail at unless you rolled a 1. And the skills that you were bad at, you like often, it's like don't even bother rolling. And so D&D 5e kind of tried to address that by capping modifiers to something much smaller. Pathfinder decided not to go that route for 2, but instead to try and add some more nuance by making it so that degrees of success mattered a little more, so there was a functional difference between having, you know, like a plus 15 to a skill or a plus 30 to a skill, by making it so that you also could get a crit success not just by rolling a 20 on the die, but by rolling 20 higher than the DC. So you actually get, even if you already have a very high modifier in a skill, you do actually get value out of continuing to increase it to a certain point. And vice versa, even if you're not great at a skill, having at least a little bit of a modifier means you're less likely to, like, crit fail all the time if you're trying to do difficult things with it.
Okay.
And it's nice because it lets them design spells and abilities to have special things they do when you crit fail or crit succeed, and have those come up more often than once in a blue moon when you happen to roll a 20 or a 1. They can kind of build some of the power of a skill into that, so that it's like, oh yeah, you know, you can actually, if you really want to specialize in this, you can get extra stuff for having a really high modifier, because you'll crit succeed a lot more of the time. And I kind of like that idea.
I kind of also, though I still feel like at a certain point it might still have a problem.
Yeah.
With, like, if a large number is good, why not a whole bunch of a large number to always crit? Now maybe there's just things in place that you just can't reach that. But that's... It's not that, like, it doesn't fix the problem, because it sounds like it does. But at that point, I immediately turn to, like, D100 systems and go, like, just use those.
Yeah, fix is a strong word. But you can tell... I feel like I can tell the design goal they were trying to achieve, and I think it's an interesting and cool solution. And it encourages people to think more about, like, what might crit success or crit failure look like for this thing my player's trying to do, because it's more likely to matter. I feel like when crit success and crit failure only happen on 20s and 1s, it's easy to just be like, yeah, I mean, it automatically hits. That's good enough. We don't have to do anything more interesting. Or, God, the GMs who are like, well, crit failure has to be especially punished, so if you crit fail when you attack, you hurt yourself and drop your weapon and die. And it's like, Guys, that's not fun. And the only way you could possibly think this is interesting is because this only happens on a 1, and you want to make 1s feel really bad for some reason. Don't do that, by the way, GMs. They already feel really bad. Yeah, I think it opens up design space in a way that I like. So, this is all my way of saying I like Pathfinder 2 on paper. I just haven't played with it enough to know whether I like it in practice. I hope to change that in future. I would like to experiment with the system more. If I run... oh, go ahead.
Okay. I just wanted to note on the one situation. I mentioned D100 systems kind of being like, I guess my favorite concept of like crit success and crit fail. Where it's... if you're good at a skill, it doesn't mean that, like, you're, well, it does mean that, like, you have a wider range of success, but there's also layers of success. So if you had, like, let's just say 80 in a skill, which means that if you roll an 80 or below, you succeed. A hard success, so something that's, like, very good, would be half of that, so 40 or below. And then a critical success, I think, is like a fifth of that, which would be 20 and below. No, that's fourth.
16.
16, yeah. Which I think is an interesting way of expanding the critical success range, or they put it as extreme success. Crits would be like literally 1, but you don't need crits for like big successes. Which still allows people to have like low percentages to still have like a range of success, just less.
I will try it.
And I like that. Also, speaking of D20 systems and rolling ones, I like how 4th edition does it. 4th edition's rule on 1s is it doesn't work. Which is, like, of course, what else would 1 be? But no, there's a lot of times where, like, on miss something happens, or, like, when an action, like, is thrown, like, this other thing happens. But if you roll a 1, it is guaranteed nothing happens. No extra things, it just does not work. And I think that's way better than, like, a lot of other ones where it's just kind of like, oh yeah, you just miss. That's it. But you still, like, get the, like, miss modifier or whatever the flip. Or, like, the rolling ones and, like, hitting yourself, which is such, like, old D&D.
Yeah.
God help you if you're, like, a ranged character shooting between an enemy and an ally.
Let's see. We've got some extra support gems we could do. I mean, I guess we can just... On my auto, I guess we can just put... Sure. Interesting that you can support your auto attack. I guess some builds actually do use it in a way that matters. Let's also... We can make one more. Not really using Poison Burst right now. Sure, let's try Acceleration. I don't know if this is going to justify the cost multiplier, but I'm not having any mana issues right now, so we may as well give it a shot. And... What level are we? 9? Okay, so I'll hang on to this, because I'll be able to use this once I level up one more time. And we'll stick that in the thing. And we will continue. Yeah, I would like to play more of 2E, and probably, if I do anytime soon, search for the Count's grave past the Memorial Gate. Wait, am I stupid? This says requires 2 Memorial Key pieces.
What? What's happening? Did you find the other
Hang on.
key? You defeated Asinia. Find Draven.
Oh, okay. Find the other key. Okay, I gotcha. Oh, I see. Okay, Tomb of the Consort, Mausoleum of the... Okay. I thought the Draven one was going to be on the other side of the gate because he said that he kidnapped his family, which made me assume that was a different guy who was still alive.
Is never...
He a skelly man, and he walking around out here. Who knows? Fat man step on a strawberry and put it in his drink. A phrase that has stuck with me for years now.
Never heard of it.
Is a way that Jello described the taste of a particular lemonade in the original Lemonade stream.
Oh. Classic.
Classical gas.
I love classical gas. Whoa.
These archers got some sass. Classical sass. So it looks like the Eternal Knights have an automatic damage to me. Like, damage return? Is it when I'm too close? Oh, okay, it's a projectile that I can avoid. Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. That's why these guys were such assholes before. Ow. Okay. There. Jeez. Oh, no, he's not dead. He just got stunned. Okay, there we go. Yeesh.
Road.
Ow.
Storm point.
Go further that way. Well, let's try down here. Ooh, there's an effect on your life globe when you're shocked. That's neat.
I'm setting off fireworks at 1:30 p.m. Sorry, that's just extremely baffling to me. Gotta get my head in the game. Speaking of, from what I can at least see of this starting zone, it feels very Diablo 3-esque.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable comparison.
Which honestly kind of feels maybe a little better to me than original Pathfinder. Not Pathfinder,
Path of Exile.
Yeah, the other Path.
Path of Exile, yeah, 2, or Path of Exile 1 was a little more Diablo 2-esque.
I'm, how do I put this? I tried doing the first one, and it was just, like, very elaborate way of just doing combat, and, like, they expected you to, like, kite the entire time. Even with, like, melees, which was kind of weird.
Yeah, I haven't, I didn't actually really play Melee in Path of Exile 1, and I haven't played it yet in this game, but they say that one of their design goals with this game was to make Melee less punishing. Like, to just make you not get so constantly owned for being close to the enemy. Which
that is nice.
Imagine that's one of the reasons for, like, the dodge roll and stuff. To give you more options for when you're close to an enemy, other than just run away.
I kind of love what I'm seeing so far. Like, it also seems like it's not immediately overwhelming.
They, again, haven't played enough of this yet to tell, but it does sound like they also wanted to slow the pace of the game down so that you're less having to zoom around the screen the whole time to stay alive and make progress. Which, so far, I would say that, yeah, it does feel that way. On the other hand, the early game always is slower than later in the game, so it's a little hard to compare yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
I just remember, like, the opening island and going, like, fight this thing, and I'm like, oh, geez, this is, like, really hard and long, and I can barely even do this. And in this one, it feels like it is very possible to just kind of pick up and do and, like, learn at a leisurely pace instead of going, like, you better, like, nail the tactics immediately or else you die.
Okay, so that's like a 4-hit combo. Ooh, you do a little jump. Okay.
Layman's terms, I just really enjoy what I'm seeing.
Yeah, a fine vintage. Ooh, don't want to be in the circle. Or that one. Or this one.
Your soul is mine, friend. Your soul. The spirit's hunger. The Eternals will never surrender.
Oh! Don't want to be in that. Oh, okay, that's right. That, like, divides to the side afterward. Oh. 4-hit combo. Run, 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 run. Oh, okay, you don't even really want to dodge roll out of those circles. You just want to run like a normal human.
To me, Asinia, friend, your soul. I am here, my
Yeah, okay, you have time to just move out of it at normal speed.
Your soul is mine.
Whoop. My soul is his.
Friend, to me, Asinia. Spirit's hunger.
Blarg!
Arrogance, humbled by my
Okay. He's a wife guy, yeah. He's a wife guy and she's a husband gal. Not a term you tend to hear, but...
Do my eyes again deceive me? You have the keys. You show... What? What's happening? At last, it's open! Praise the first one!
Are there difficulties on this game?
Say again?
Are there difficulties on this game?
Oh, so... In the early access, there are only the first 3 of the 6 story acts in the campaign, and so they have it loop once, so there's like a harder difficulty that you go through after the first one. And then, but in the intended design for the final game is that it's just going to be 6 acts that you go through one after the other, and then endgame. Which is how Path of Exile 1 worked after they introduced the endgame for that.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a wide cone. Ah! Ooh, okay, I'm not immune to being hit by that while I am jumping to do my thing. Cone. Oh, no, he got stunned or something. Oh,
you know, in the middle of combat where you gotta start licking your hand.
Sometimes you just gotta, man. When you gotta, you gotta. You know, it's like that movie, Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls.
Is that the subtitle?
I think it was the subtitle of one of them. I'm not sure.
I've never seen such drivel.
Ace Ventura. Such a plebeian.
I knew something wasn't right. I suppose this was a mercy.
Okay, and I have a path forward to hunting grounds. Okay, that's the next main area. Okay, yeah, it looks like I've done everything here. Wow. And I can now equip the life flask. Hooray! Okay, what do you want?
Found the ring. This will most certainly break the Count's binding. Give me a moment.
I'm trying to witness the revival of the Hooded One, but dark_cloud is kind of in the way.
How long has it been? I was hunted. The Count, he stole something that is beyond dangerous. It will cause sickness, then madness. It can still be contained. We must put the seed back.
This
What is
seed.
he?
Is that the source of Ogham's affliction?
Yes. Please, find it. I am still too weak. This will only grow worse.
So if we are to heal this land, we must find this seed. Beyond our clan graves is the hunting grounds. Cut through those to reach the village. Please, go as quickly as you can and see what you can find. I fear there is not much time.
Don't worry, there's always exactly slightly too little time, no matter how long I take.
This Hooded One is here on your own. What would you like?
Let's see.
Is that you, Randley?
What do you like? This guy down here has great voice.
Why look, it's our local hero. Those glowing blue eyes make it hard to sleep at night. I'd wear something over my face to block out the glare, but silly me, I left my sleeping veil back at my palace. Feeling lucky?
Okay, let's sell some shit.
Not bad.
Ooh, a level 3 skill gem. Yeah, we'll put that on Lightning Arrow. So that's our main DPS skill right now.
It really does sound like you would say what a bowl.
What a bottle. What a bottle. Okay, let's see. I think our portal is right near where we want to go. The old hunting grounds.
Sorry for the delayed reaction. I had to watch your stream.
It's fine.
It seems something has tainted the balance of Storming arrow!
Look at those little freaks.
I like the color palette change here. We got some bright colors now. Some vibrant green.
Some aggressive bards.
Sucker. Ow. He do be sucking, though.
Ooh. That one is a boss elite marrow sucker.
A lot of health. Chunky boy. Magic mana flask. Yeah, 43% increased amount recovered versus 60. Yeah, I'll go with this. like this jaunty string instrument they've got here.
So, from what I can tell of the flasks, the 1 and 2 are just hot bar numbers?
Yes.
Okay. And you only have one, I guess, use of it, and then it charges back up.
You have... So this has 70 max charges and consumes 10 per use. So it varies by flask.
Okay.
But yeah, it recovers charges when you kill enemies. Trail of the Beastmaster. Great, I'm in it.
That is unlike any bird I've seen.
You are not.
Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, okay. The Crowbell, ain't that the guy from Stardew Valley?
It's a deep cut, don't remember. Crowbell?
No, there's a guy in Stardew Valley named Krobus.
Oh.
Weird little guy. Oh, he just left. Alright.
Crowbell will return.
Crowbell will return in The Spy Who Loved Me. Oh, he's over here. Alright. Oh, I see the gate went down, so now I'm fighting him in this tiny little fucking outhouse. This is fine, because if we're in a tiny arena, then it's very easy for me to keep him in range of my thingies.
More DPS.
Yeah. Yes, big DPS, big DPS. Is he leaving again? Nope. He's stomping.
Oh, it's that yellow bar that
Oh,
fills
he's
up
getting his
now.
bell!
No!
Oh, he can't take any more damage right now, it would appear. Okay. Bring some blue Gatorade. He's around somewhere. I like that when you equip a new flask, you seem to pour the contents of the old out on the ground.
Yeah.
Are you referring to just the fact that it doesn't come in full, or was there actually an animation I missed where my character did that? Because that'd be fucking funny. No. Okay. Damn. Well, I suppose it doesn't come in full because they don't want you to be able to get free refills by just swapping out. You are supposed to be limited to one of each at a time. Okay, this checkpoint over here. Who the fuck are you? What the diddly Zuma is going on over here? Oh, Stoneblade the Accursed! He is very slow.
Don't you hate when you're just like, oh, a ritual, I should stop that, and it just finishes?
Yeah. It's kind of weird how often that happens. You'd think one of these days we'd get to an evil ritual site and just be like, no. And just nothing would happen.
You make out with one person and they can no longer do the ritual?
I believe that is the traditional way of stopping it.
Magic's weird. the bramble.
Oh, he got them with his bramble blast. My favorite Donkey Kong Country level.
Ooh, this looks...
Yeah, this
Hope you
looks
don't
like-
get hurt just walking through
No,
those.
thankfully they are just terrain. That would be exceedingly mean of them. Yeah, this sort of vibrant green grass and then these like almost pink brambles. It's an unusual color palette, especially for a Diablo-like. I'm kind of about it.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Luparis. Nice to have you here.
Pat, pat.
I'm glad the Crow Bell doesn't heal in this 10 years I'm taking to find him again.
No, he's doing a healing ritual.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Let's see. He was back more. It's kind of this way, I think. I don't know. I don't know if that means I'll find him again in that direction, but I would like to find him, if only so that the monsters I'm targeting now will have their health bar at the top instead of lower down into the screen where it makes it harder for me to see what's going on.
Just the rest of the game, the Crow Bell will be there.
Yeah. It's like, and here's Crowbell Cam. Let's check in on how Crowbell is doing.
He's got the bell. When will he crow?
That's the question that's on everyone's minds today. ESPN. Al is watching me play. If it were Al, I'm sure he would have hunted down the Crowbell by now. Those cat-like hunter's reflexes. There's a checkpoint. Nope. This does not,
ritual.
This does not appear to be Crowbell related. This is Crowbell adjacent at best.
Oh, you have to interact to begin the ritual.
Oh, okay. They're actually introducing the ritual mechanic here. Fun. So, ritual is a returning mechanic from the first game wherein you kill guys on the ritual altar, and then when you interact with it, all the guys respawn, and in addition, all the other guys from all the other ritual altars in the area respawn as well, and you have to kill them all again, but they spawn like all at once and mob you. And if you do it, you get ritual tribute for each guy you kill in range of the altar that you can then exchange for Chuck E. Cheese gift prizes.
Ooh. Whole lot of work and money. You get yourself a little plastic spider ring.
Let's skill up my sure, I guess let's do Lightning Rod.
Lightning Rod.
Lightning Rod. Let's see.
Oh, you can summon Finn.
Is ominous. Now, see, I used to frequent the clanless enclave that makes
Hello,
its
I'm
own
Finn.
way in the trees near here.
Hello, it's me.
The locals call it Fraythorn. A little while back, a group of strangers arrived out of the deep woods. Something's wrong, hero. Something's definitely off. I thought I was imagining the whispers in the shadows at night up there. Thought I was just spooked by the cultists that had moved in.
Well, did you stop the ritual, Finn?
Though it is full of scoundrels,
Or did
I
you
was
get there
mildly
right
fond
just
of
too
their
late to
few
stop it?
Care to pay them a visit and see how they're doing? So, I was right to be worried. Something's wrong, hero.
Oh, okay,
Please.
okay, that's the same text from before. Well, we grabbed these. Where do we go now on this big ol' fucking tree? Let's see. don't think I necessarily care about getting the flask stuff right now. Making my way downtown would not be a terrible idea to pick up movement speed, evasion rating. Like, that's generically useful, but...
If you're not struggling with defense, I would recommend offense.
Yeah, further down that way gets into melee stuff, which for the moment does not help me. Mark skills, I don't have any yet. Movement speed, evasion, that's nice. Evasion rating and evasion if you've dodge rolled recently. Elemental stuff down here. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. Ooh. So we could just go down the tree this way. It doesn't really matter. There's not much point in obsessing over this right now. That's like leech. Kind of interesting. Power charges. Yeah, shit's all over the place. I would have to know what I was building for and like search for it and try and plan out a route, which I'm not gonna do right now. So I think right now we're just gonna continue with short-term gains in mind, and let's go down there, I guess. Let's get more damage. More damage.
Yeah.
Do we want to go? We need 3 nodes to get to blur this direction. I guess we might as well go through Eagle Eye. I wish I had knew really how accuracy rating impacted things. But okay,
Yeah.
we'll try going this way. We'll go bit bop boop and get to here.
They do seem to have underscores with it. You could probably hit a button to like lock the thing and then hover over it.
Inspect. Any damage that isn't damage over time is hit damage. Okay, yeah. Accuracy rating.
Oh, jeez, this got a
An
lot.
accuracy penalty based on distance from the origin to the target with no penalty. Okay. So it matters depending on whether the targets have evasion and how much. Gotcha.
Also seemingly has like drop off, and that like reduces drop off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sure, we'll go that way. We'll go that way for now. Let's see. Search for Freythorn above the hunting grounds. What do you mean above? A plant a fucking beanstalk? I don't know. Let's find this fucking Crowbell. He's gotta be around here somewhere. Probably go back closer to where I was fighting him before. I doubt he moved to the other fucking side of the map.
Gonna be the M boss.
That'd be so funny if you deal like 40% of the end boss of the entire game's health in a random encounter in the 3rd area, and then their health bar stays there for the entire game until you find them again in the last area. What a design choice. Alright, Mr. Crowbell. Gotta be around
I feel like
here somewhere.
there would be a really good like story design thing for basically a random like enemy to just be like, you know how there's the mini boss that shows up in like JRPGs that's just like, I'm back again.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would work really well in these kinds of games.
Is he in here? I bet he's in here.
That looks like an arena.
Hey there! Sorry I kept you waiting, man. I had some stuff I had to take care of. Ow, Jesus. Okay. So his regular attack is pretty straightforward. Oh, okay. He got a big swipe-a-rooney with 2 hits. Ow. Okay. Luckily, he doesn't have very much health.
Not screaming anymore, are you?
Book of Specialization. Ooh, weapon passive skill. What does that mean? 2 passive skill points, 2 weapons set. Oh, that's right. Yeah. You can now. You can now have 2 different passive tree loadouts for 2 different weapon sets if you have like 2 different things you're built around. Okay, neat. A number of your skill points can be used as weapon set points. Weapon set points allow a single skill point to instead be allocated to 2 different passive skills. You gain the benefits of these passive skills depending on which weapon set you currently have active. Weapon set points cannot allocate jewel sockets or keystone passives. You can allocate skill points towards a shapeshift weapon if you have a shapeshifting skill. Okay. Okay. So for now, I don't really need to care about that, I don't think. I'm just gonna... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is only 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll go with this for now. Accuracy, and then we'll get to blur, and then we'll go this way. Get some evasion rating, etc., etc. Okay. Oh.
How much have you played of the first game?
I played it a little when it was new, and then not again for like 10 years. And then... Oh. And then, I got back into it a couple years ago because Carl was playing it. No, don't open the microtransaction. I keep hitting M thinking that'll open the map, but that M is for microtransactions. Okay, there's a couple stuff. There's a Ritual Altar Crowbelt, Dryadic Ritual. I think that's the thing I wandered into before. I think I found everything. But I want to go to Freythorn before I go on to the Ogham Farmlands. So let's look for that.
Take this!
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I played a little back in the day, and then I got back into it because Carl was talking about playing it. So they do these things called leagues, which are basically every 4 months or so, they do a new little, you know, like how you can make a character that's like ladder specific, and there are seasons in games sometimes. In games like this, leagues are like that, but every league also has its own like unique extra mechanic that's built into the game. And sometimes those league mechanics go on to become part of the main game, and sometimes they don't. But every league you can make a new character for, and, you know, try the game again with the extra stuff from this league-specific mechanic, which is fun. Well, they're varying degrees of fun. Some are better than others. And so I played the game a little just normal, and then I decided to try a league, and I had a lot of fun in that league. But about 4 months of the game, you know, running through and getting to endgame, I was like, all right, that's enough Path of Exile for now. And so I waited, I skipped the next 2 leagues, and then I played another one, and just in general, I'm up for playing this game for a couple months about once a year. That's about to, that's enough to satisfy my, my craving for a while.
Okay.
I suspect I'll do the same thing with this early access, that I'll play for a while and then be like, okay, I'll come back to this when when I've had some time to cool off and when they've had time to add more stuff.
Very fair. I've only played a few kinds of these games. A lot of them have not really drawn me in. I do think that what I'm seeing here is very nice. And if somebody was just like, hey, I want you to play like this thing, I'd actually like strongly consider it. Path of Exile 1 was a little too tough to get into, like in its initial stages, and when I like went into it enough, I'm like, I'm still not liking what's going on here.
Yeah, I mean, certainly in any game like this, it's gonna live or die by whether you enjoy the fundamental gameplay loop and you know, the grind. I'd be interested to see how I like the acts and how I like the endgame in this. I'm gonna, basically right now, I'm playing this blind. I have no information from anyone else, because you only get one chance to play a game that way. And then if I start finding this too difficult for my, you know, jank non-build, I'll probably start looking up some information about, you know, what build paths seem to work nice with what skill loadouts and what items complement those well. And then, ooh, what's this say?
By decree of the Count of Ogham, to the scoundrels and cowards hiding among the trees of the clanless Perch. As the loyal men of Ogham lay down their lives to protect those who support them, you hide. As the women of Ogham sweat and ache, skinning beasts upon which we feed, you hide. As the children of Ogham play at war, preparing to serve the greater needs of the people, you traitors hide. I will offer clemency only once. Return to the manor immediately and serve Ogham, as is your duty, and your punishment will be deferred.
Okay. We're going up the tree, it looks like. Walked in midstream, so I have no idea what this is. This is Path of Exile 2. It is the early access that just opened up yesterday. So yeah, when I start struggling, I'll probably look for some outside information, and I may end up, you know, at some point, I'll probably do what I've done when I did my leagues for Path of Exile, which was just, you know, people who are really into the game tend to make build guides that are very thorough for like, hey, you know, here's a build I experimented with and I can confirm it works really well at endgame. Like, these are the things it's good at, these are the things it's weaker at, this is the play style. And so I look for a build guide that appeals to me, and then I follow that. And that has not steered me wrong in the past, and so I may end up doing that. Oh, poison!
Seems like somebody was attacking with little tendrils. What the heck?
Yeah, you play until you start getting blown up, then you restart with a new build that has more HP. That is, very specific, but also pretty accurate. Yeah. When I tried to play the first game on release, that was my experience. I got to, like, Act 3, and I was like, everything is killing me, like, instantly, and I don't know what to do, and I stopped playing the game. And just generally, yes, it's... You have to be somewhat deliberate about allocating resources in your passive tree and such to survivability and doing it in an efficient way. And that's not necessarily easy to do if you're just, you know, picking one node at a time like, oh, well, this looks neat, oh, well, this looks neat. Generally, at a certain point, you kind of have to back up and be like, all right, I have to actually kind of build something here with some degree of premeditation. And so I imagine I will hit that point at a certain whatever. We'll see how it goes. Ow. Ooh. Ow. Ooh! Yowza. He shoot the arrow and then the thing explode. feel my my damage getting a little weak again. I may need to more specifically look into getting some slightly better gear, like buying it or seeing if I can roll with currency items a couple times, see if I can make anything decent. Ah! Let's grab this. Every little bit of movement speed helps.
That's true.
Okay. So purple orbs are not good, and you don't want them.
True. Most orbs are dangerous. Blue is fine.
Yeah, blue is like, yeah, I could take or leave blue, but purple, nuh-uh.
No.
Not gonna catch me dead with a purple orb.
Purple, red, green, no. Blue, blue fine.
Purple, red, green, it's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rupees.
Oh, those are dangerous, sir.
Sir, I don't want that. I just told you I didn't like that. Okay, is this the guy who killed me before? Oh, these are fields of poopy. I need to not be in. Oh, fields and purple orbs. That seems excessive, sir. I gotta drink some Gatorade.
Can't believe you're fighting Mastermind.
Can't believe you're fighting Mastermind. That's like my favorite little board game.
I can't remember what my favorite board game is. A lot of the ones that come to mind are just like Uno, and I'm like, that's not a board game. You did that all wrong.
Oh. My inventory is full.
Oh.
We go back to town.
Have you played a lot of these kinds of games? Like Torchlight and whatnot?
I wouldn't say that. I played Diablo 2 back in the day. I played Diablo 3 just a little bit. I basically got one character through the first difficulty, and I was like, I'm gonna count that as beating the game, and I didn't play it anymore. And then, I played Path of Exile. That might be it.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but cheers.
Ooh, we don't have a belt yet, actually.
Ooh.
So that unlocks a slot for whatever these are. Is that where you put runes? No. Runes are socketed into things. Okay. Aram, have you played the game Millennium Blades? It's a board game about playing a TCG. No, I haven't. Does sound funny. Max mana, fire resistance.
Not bad.
My favorite board game? Candyland. The heart-pumping action of drawing card. Seeing what color square happen.
Oh, I also found in my first amulet. Oh, that's very nice indeed. Life regen, max life, strength, crit. Wow, yeah. Melee skills is useless to me, but yeah, that's some good stuff. All this.
Not bad.
We've got another support gem we can make. I don't think there's much more I can do with that right now. And I can make a random other thing, but I think we're just gonna stash this for now. Do I have a skill I can raise to 3? I guess I can... Oh, I can actually get this this tier of skills now. I have leveled up enough. Okay, so I have some new options. Fires an arrow that embeds where it lands.
A short time after a Stormcaller arrow hits a target, a bolt of lightning strikes the enemy with a high chance to shock. A short time after...
Okay. Interesting.
Orb of Storms chains lightning to nearby enemies.
Yeah. Projectile skills are still going to be what get most of my damage. I guess...
Vine Arrow slows nearby enemies with poisonous vines. Using other poison skills on the vine will transfer the poison damage.
They have like different tabs to be like, here's the impact, here's the vine damage or whatever.
Vine.
Yeah. Okay. Well, since I've got that elemental ailments thing, I guess I'll take the lightning one. I want to work this in. Well, I'm not using poison burst really at all, so sure, we can make Stormcaller my E. E. And you've got a quest.
I don't know how to ask this of you, but I was forced to leave behind something of great importance to me when I fled. My lute. It was carved by my mother when she first taught me to sing. It's in my family home in the farmlands. If you happen to travel near those ways, it would mean the world to me if you could look for it.
Okay. Okay.
These are just some odds and ends of mine.
Okay. Oh, we do have charms also. These are what you can put on your belts. These are kind of the replacement for utility flasks, I think. Let's look and see if there is anything for me. I don't see a better base item type than short bow. We got here lightning damage, accuracy, mana per enemy killed, light radius. +1 to level of all projectile skills is pretty good. But this does add substantially more damage. 8 to 6.
Also has a lightning damage add-on.
Accuracy rating. The mana is nice. I am starting to occasionally run out of mana again. I don't know if that's worth 1,200 gold to me, though. It's kind of... It's like a... It's a little bit of a side grade. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe we take that. And let's look at Armoire. Max life, life regen. Well, this is just better. Evasion rather than armor ES. That's pretty good for me, yeah. See if we can find a better belt. 18 armor? Maybe. It's better than Thorns, but I don't think it's worth 1,000. I don't have... I kind of have to spend the money on whatever will be the best bang for my buck as an upgrade.
I'll be back. I got cornbread.
Ooh, enjoy. Enjorn bread. Okay, I think... Go ahead and pick this up, I think.
That'll keep you alive.
And then... Oh, these are just a strict upgrade. Yeah, let's get these.
That'll keep you alive.
More max life. Little bit of life regen. Pretty good. Pretty good, I suppose. Cornbread. Corn by day and bread by night. Profound. Do we want this? I don't know how to evaluate how much damage +1 to level of projectile skills gives me. I don't think this is enough of an upgrade to bother right now. I think we'll just leave what we've got. Okay. Let's move on. I'm getting pretty hungry. I was hoping to finish the first act, but I may have to call it sooner than that. We'll see. Let's begin the ritual.
Take this!
Traveler.
That voice. Why do I feel like I've heard it before?
It's Finn!
I can't believe it. The whole bloody place has gone mad. Curse it, cultists. Please, hero.
Okay. So that was one altar. Ooh, you guys need to not block the UI thread of your program loading the microtransactions shop.
Stupid cultists. This ritual is an affront to nature.
I love that it's like, it's not even like, it's not even like indignant or anything, it's like annoyed. Stupid cultists. Fucking idiots.
Nowhere to run. An easy trophy.
Let's see, we've got the essence mechanic still. This altar is still, it's doing something. Don't know what to make of that. But it doesn't look like there's any way I can interact with it yet. So let's look for the others. Maybe that is hard locked to being the last one. Maybe the Scroll of Wisdom. Oh, that's a better base item. Let's pick that up in case we want to, like, throw a thing that turns it into a rare on it and gamble if they're trying to get a new weapon. Ooh, I can't use skills. I can't jump. I can't roll. I can't get go. Okay. That was touch and go.
Storm point.
I need to be pretty careful when I'm initiating a ritual. to find a direction I can back up that doesn't result in that happening. It's the same base item as this, right? Oh, we got someone doing purple shit again. People with auras. Look. Yeah, it takes like 4 shots for me to kill those guys. It's not great. It's not ideal.
Thunderous shot.
The annoying thing with this build is it takes a long time to kill. If there's just like one guy, I'm like, ugh, alright, I guess I'll put down my fucking lightning Yorbulls, but it feels like a waste for one dude. It's a lot more satisfying when you're clearing whole packs with it. Okay. Let's make sure there's no extra guys hanging around right around here. Okay. Alright. Put some things down. Oh, alright. Well, the thing I didn't want to happen has happened immediately. Ah. Ow. That's what Wart from Super Mario Bros. 2 probably sounds like. Maybe now I go to that last one that I couldn't interact with before. Ow. Vine action. I'm gonna look around a little more though, because I don't know if that was the last one that I... Oh, the purple mobs! Okay. I don't know if that's the last one. Probably, he says, as if he's Wart himself. That's slanderous. I'm Wart from The Sword in the Stone, not from Super Mario Bros. 2. Get it? Don't get it twisted. Scratch of Scratch and Grounder fame. Well, if I were to take an online quiz about it, I'm sure I would get that I was more Scratch than Grounder. New alignment chart just dropped. No, Luparis, some Scratch from Butchers. Scratch from The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. The goofy Looney Tunes ass Sonic cartoon, rather than the cool, edgy YA novel vibes one. Okay, now I can indeed interact with this. Alright, we're gonna try to move around the circle and keep moving in a consistent direction so that I continue to have a consistent direction in which there aren't enemies. Let's see if this works. Anybody? No, I do not want to jump that way. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, yeah. See, I'm used to using like teleport skills that send you where you're going, and so I keep escape arrowing the wrong direction.
There's a lot of enemies.
The King in the Mist. Thorn Grip.
The King in the Mist.
Ooh, puddles.
Gross.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I've got that new skill now I can use. Dark Effigy. What's this cult's deal? Your guess is as good as mine.
Rituals, probably.
Yeah, they're just kind of, you know, they're generically in the ritual business.
Yeah, it's the little bar in the middle that gets filled up, that gets stunned. I see it.
Oh, well, he doesn't take damage right now.
Phase 2.
Take this!
Gate to nothingness. Sounds spooky.
Whoa.
Ah! I'm drinking. Ooh, okay. Woo! Oh, I should destroy that, whatever that is. You are seen. Stop moving or you will be imprisoned, it says. I see. Okay, so when he says you are seen, I need to get somewhere safe and then stop moving, like, immediately. I don't want to run through that.
He's stunned. Whoa. Oh, wait, it's probably delayed for you.
Can I attack? Yeah, okay, so I can attack just fine. Okay, I need to not be in that. Okay, good. Very good. Let us counter-attacking.
I like when bosses get all mechanical on you. You know, when bosses just suddenly start fixing cars in the middle of fights.
Yeah. I do enjoy that. Gembloom Skull. Oh, okay. Spirit. That's right. That's for, like, reserving for skills and stuff. Okay. What do you have to say, Finn? That shit was weird!
So the cultists really did have a king lurking out there in the shadows.
Whoever's doing these rituals need to stop.
Myself if he'd simply promised decent meals instead. Thank you, hero. It's not the result I was hoping for, but at least I know the truth. Clearfell's all I have left now. If I was a drinking man, it'd be a sobering thought.
Okay, so he'll give me a charm. A charm. I mean, these are all kind of interchangeable. Sure, I'll take the cold one.
See you.
And then ritual rewards. I've got 856 to spend. That's not better than what I have. So I don't think we're gonna use any of these, probably. We should just buy some shit to sell. So I'll just get this, cost the most tribute, so hopefully it'll sell for the most money. Okay.
That's the ticket.
Yeah, that's the ticket. How am I on defenses right now? Evasion rating, 149. Estimated chance to evade, 34%. Not great, but it's okay. Alright. Let's go back to town. I think I'm going to... Let's see. Yeah, so Ogham Farmlands is the next main area. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sell my shit and stop for a bit because I am a hungry little boy.
What the heck?
I'm a thirsty little flower. You have to water me. You have to use your
No.
pee.
No. No.
And just let me die?
Yes.
Oh, alright, fair enough.
Absolutely. I would have to kill you, but you're already dying.
Okay. Let's see. Do we have anything fun we want to try and use on this Warden bow to see if we can make it? Well, actually, before I bother with that, let's see. Do you sell Warden bows now? Yes, you do. Okay. But not with oh, rare one. 6 to 11 physical damage. Oh, that's...
Whoa, that base
that's
damage is
really
huge.
good.
Whoa.
Oh, I do not have the muns. I want that so bad. Okay.
You probably have reserve equipment to sell.
Little bit. I don't know. I mean, not. I don't think I have $600 redos worth just sitting around though. That's a shame. That would be great. Yeah. I know they, their inventory resets when you level up. I don't know if it resets aside from that, so maybe that'll still be there. If it's not really the end of the world, but it would be a little sad. Oh, right. Spirit. Okay, so I got my first one of these. So these are like the reserve skills from the first, or they still are the reserve skills, but reservation now is based on its own pool of stuff rather than reserving life and mana by default. So, okay, so we've got when killing shocked enemies. When active, killing shocked enemies with attack damage will cause subsequent attack hits to release lightning bolts, which will attack damage. Okay. So that's the lightning synergy one. The poison synergy one, and then this is evasion. Gain a stage 15% more evasion rating per stage on being hit by a melee attack. Consume all stages to trigger Gale Force. What is Gale Force? Doesn't say. Okay, so that's defensive. I mean, I think for now we'll try this, because we know this is going to work with the skills we're using. I actually don't remember. Do I just... Okay, yeah. Just go in there. And... can I make support gems for that? More damage, less area of effect. More area of effect. 30% increased accuracy rating while a supported skill is active. Okay. But how much spirit do I have? I think I only have 30, so I don't think I can put a support gem in that right now. How do I find my Bingles? Nope, that's the map. I'm pressing every key on my keyboard. There we go. It's G, okay.
For skills.
Okay, so do I not have to... Oop, right-click to activate...
Nature's
Oh, okay.
fury.
Okay, you don't have to put it on your bar anymore. Okay, cool. And let's just put these back for now. Do I still have my... That's the Uniques tab. Hey, okay, I do still have the Essence tab. Lovely. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop for now, because I need to eat some food. And I may stream more of this later today. I may stream more of this tomorrow. I might vanish from the face of the earth and never be heard from again. These are all things that are on the table. But yeah, so far this is about what I expected, and I feel like I'm slowly learning the new systems. I have no idea if a build like this is something I'm going to be interested in playing in the long run, but this is playing okay so far. So yeah. So far, initial impression, reasonably positive, and it's, I heard that there were problems, like, with the login server and people stuck in queue and stuff yesterday, but haven't seen anything. I didn't even have a queue this morning. Everything seems to be working fine for me. So, yeah, if you're interested in giving it a try, it looks like you don't have to wait for stability. Stability's pretty much already here. Sorry, nice to see you. And, yeah, I'll see y'all later.
Bye.
We'll get some pizza.